Hey guys, so you saw the title, so you know what we're doing today. I just got back from my walk. I try to go for my 30-minute walk early every day because, it's summer and it's hot, it's humid. So when I just got out there, it was in the 70s, but it was extremely humid and overcast. And as I was going for my walk, not once, but twice, a mosquito tried to bite me in the face. I was like, no, please. I'm still trying to get my eye to heal. And if you're new here and you don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't get the soap off my eye makeup brushes good enough one day. And then the next day it was all red and swollen and irritated, and I'm still trying to heal my eye skin. So this morning, just as a precaution, I rewashed all my eye brushes so that when I can go back to using eye makeup, I won't, you know, do it all over again. So it's definitely healing and a lot better, but I want to wait till it's completely healed before I go back to using eye makeup. So we're just doing face and lips together today. So I'm going to start off with my e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm in Strawberry. And it's just a flavored lip balm. So I like to moisturize my lips, and by the time we get to the lip products, it will have sunken in a bit so that I can apply more lip products. All right, next is going to be Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. This is my oldest face primer, so I use this every day like I do the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm to try and actually get through something. It still pains me that my Walmart has decided to pull hard candy from the makeup section. And it's not every Walmart because I checked, and it looks like a lot of other Walmarts still carry hard candy because I really like this brand. I mean, my new glasses that I just got that you've seen me wear in the last few videos are hard candy, and I get a lot of compliments on those. Oversized glasses are really in right now, and they are huge, but they're also purple, and people get a kick out of that because, um, it's not a color that you would normally see people wear for prescription glasses. But yeah, my Walmart doesn't have hard candy anymore, and because it's not so convenient, I probably won't buy it as much because it's not right there at where I go food shopping anymore. All right, primer is on. Next, we go in with NYX Pro Fix Stick in pink. And this is my corrector. So I just run that under my eyes. And then I put it on any redness or irritation that I see. So I did not get bit by the mosquitoes when I went for my walk, but they tried. I slapped them away and I was like, no. We have rabbits all over the area where I live, and I love to see the little ones when they finally go off on their own. And one of the people that live on the street, down the street from my street, have a cat that they let outside. And what do cats like to do? They like to hunt. And this cat hunts all the baby bunnies that are born and kills them and brings them home, and it's horrible, but there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I can't force those people to keep their cat in the house. There are no leash laws for cats in the area that I live in. just dogs, which is so unfair when you think about it. But so I thought about it and thought about it, and I was like, what can I do? I don't want this cat. You know, every time he comes in my yard, I go up to him and I clap my hands and yell at him and tell him, go home, and just try to get him, keep him out of my yard because the rabbits kind of see my yard as like a sanctuary. Every morning I get up, they're out there to say good morning to me and greet me. You know, I wave to them at the window, and I've even named some of them. Now we're going in with e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Beige. So I thought, what can I do? You know, I try to scare this cat off every time I see him, but I cannot tell you how many times I've seen him with a dead baby bunny in his mouth that he has hunted and killed, and it makes me furious. But yeah, there's nothing I can do to stop this cat. So finally, I came across, I know it wouldn't do any good to talk to the people that own them because they obviously don't care. And they would probably say, oh, well, it's in his nature. Well, you don't have to let him outside. If you really cared about your cat, you would not let him outside because we have UPS, Federal Express trucks coming, making deliveries, Amazon. And one of these days he is going to get hit and they're going to lose their cat. Or he could get attacked by a coyote or something because occasionally we will get coyotes in the neighborhood. I haven't seen any lately, but we used to have a real problem with that. I think they actually had to relocate them all because there were getting to be too many of them, and they can be, you know, a problem. So, anyways, if they really cared about their cat, they wouldn't let him outside. So they obviously don't care about the baby bunnies or the cat, as far as I'm concerned. So I thought, what can I do? So I started doing some research and I found out that there are certain plants that cats do not like. So I had my husband go to Lowe's and buy lavender plants, and we planted them all around our house, along with all, you know, so they're interspersed along with the other plants and bushes and trees and stuff that we have in our house. And now my house, people are going to think of it as the house with all the purple because I already had a butterfly bush. Next is going to be the new e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation in the shade 20 Light Cool. I love this, you guys. I love, love, love this because I have lots of other foundations, but this is the one that I reach for. It gives medium coverage, but it's just perfect for summer. It blends like a dream. But anyways, we already had a butterfly bush in our yard, and the monarchs are back. We get butterflies, all different kinds from that bush. We get praying mantises. We get hummingbirds, all kinds of stuff for that butterfly bush. They're kind of expensive, but boy, was it worth it because it brings so many interesting things into our yard. And it has beautiful purple flowers all over it. So we already had that. And then there's a plant, I don't even know what it's called. It was there when we bought the house years ago, and it just keeps coming back every year. But it has these beautiful purple flowers that pop out of it. It's like big green leaves on the bottom and then these stalk things with purple flowers, so you might know what it is. But we already had those things, and now my husband planted lavender flowers strategically all over our yard. So apparently cats hate the smell of lavender. So hopefully that will be enough to keep him out of our yard. I mean, I can't stop him from killing all the baby bunnies that are all over our neighborhood, but I can hopefully keep him out of my yard to protect my rabbits and their babies. Although he already got the few babies that we had, because I actually saw him run by the window one day with a dead baby bunny in his mouth. And then I saw him when I was coming back from my walk the other day, he was like running away from my area. So I think he got another one, but oh, it just kills me. I just got back from my walk, like I said, and there was a dead baby bunny right on the sidewalk a few streets over. And it was like just born, eyes not open, hairless, brand new baby, just dead on the sidewalk. And so he must have decided he had enough dead baby bunnies at home and decided not to bring it home. But hopefully this will keep this cat out of my yard because I can't think of anything else I can do, really. So if you own a cat, please don't let him outside because those rabbits mean so much to me. I just enjoy them so much, you know. My husband feels the same way. He's so careful when he backs his car out of the driveway that they don't, because sometimes they just, you know, run everywhere. But I love them so much, and hopefully this will help. Okay, so foundation is on, so next we're going to set everything with this Joah Glow Perfecting Powder. This is at CVS, by the way. I have it in the shade light. They have light and medium, and it's a correcting setting powder. And I just tap some in the cover so you get 3 colors. And then I take my e.l.f. powder brush and just swirl it in there. And then just set everything. So it color corrects and sets your makeup all at the same time. And I made kind of a mess. You may have seen in that picture that I posted as part of my video. I don't know if it was yesterday. You could see bluey on the side of the thing that I was photographing. The reason why I have that is it's a bluey placemat because I get, you know, makeup all over the place, so I'm trying to protect the tablecloth and the table and everything. So that I strongly recommend putting down a placemat in your makeup area because then, you know, it protects everything really well. All right, next we are going in with my Bare Minerals bronzer in Warmth, and this is a warm tone bronzer because depending on what I'm doing for makeup is how I decide what I'm going to use for a bronzer. I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush. So I do contour and bronzer with this. And if I'm doing cool or sometimes neutral makeup, that's when I use the NYX Buttermelt bronzer. But these colors look kind of warm to me that I'm using today. So that's why I'm using the Bare Minerals. So I do my contour and I do the perimeter of my face. And just kind of blend it all out. All right, now I am going to do my brows just because I can't stand looking at them undone any longer. And what I do is I use this Ulta brow wax pencil that I got on opening day at an Ulta near me. They gave everybody a nice gift bag of stuff. You already saw me use the eyeshadow palettes that were in the bag. I've got the Petty soap in my shower that I use on my, I have one of my feet has a callus on it that I'm trying to break down. And so that brow wax was in that bag too. The only thing I haven't used yet is the face masks. All right, so to fill in my brows, I use MAC Omega eyeshadow. Brow pencils are easier, but I feel like when you use a wax and a powder, your brows are going to be as perfect as they can possibly be. Pencil takes a long time to get the, I was going to say fillage, but that's not a word. A pencil takes a lot longer to fill in all those gaps that everybody has. No matter how full or thick your brows are, there's always going to be areas that need a little help. And it makes such a difference. Brows can really take a lot of years off your face. No offense to any of you that have thin brows, but thin brows age you. So you might want to consider letting them fill in a little bit, because it can really make you look a lot more youthful to have fuller brows. But you know, it's a personal preference. Some people don't like fuller brows, but I feel like it makes a difference. Okay, now we're going to flip this around. This is Moda, part of a kit that I bought. And we're going to fluff everything up, and that's going to blend it in too. Okay, now I am going to get my phone because we're going to talk about this new MAC Cosmetics blush that I picked up the other day at Ulta. Okay, so here it is. This is MAC Glow Play blush, and when I first saw these, they immediately made me think of the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes from many years ago. But they might look like that, but they're not exactly the same thing at all, and I will explain. But first, let me tell you a little bit about this. Oh, I just lost my page, damn it. Okay, there it is. So I bought it at Ulta, but of course you can get it at MAC Cosmetics themselves. They come in 13 shades, so no matter what you want, they will have a color that, you know, should be what you're looking for. I bought this one called Blush Please because it didn't look anything else like what I already had in my collection. I'm always searching for something unique. I mean, why would I buy a pink blush? I have a million of them already, you know, or peach or coral. I want something unique. So this is a light mauve, but it's a warm mauve. And I wanted something that would be like a nude on me, if that makes sense, something that would not clash with other things. And I've been doing a lot of warm neutrals lately, so this fit the bill. These are expensive. They are $34, which is an awful lot to spend for one blush, but it was an impulse buy. I did not go into the store with the intention of buying this. I was in there buying other things, and then I just was looking at these, and then I opened one of the testers and touched it and put it on my skin, and I was like, okay, I have to have this. Don't ever swatch anything that you're interested in if you don't intend to buy it, because it can end up costing you a lot of money. So anyway, yeah, they come in 13 shades, but let me read you the description of this. Like I said, $34, yeah, that's a lot. A bouncy, buildable blush that provides glowy color in a lightweight formula with skin conditioning ingredients. So that's their description anyway. So, all right, let me do a swatch. So if I just swirl my finger in this, it does not feel like the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush. It's not wet and moist. I hate that word, and so don't a lot of people. I don't know, something about it, but that's just a swirl with my finger. So it's not going to be crazy pigmented, which I kind of like, because so many of the blushes that are coming out now are so intensely pigmented that they're difficult to work with. And by the way, I think I may have figured out an easier way to do that. So that's probably going to be an upcoming video very soon too, how to work with crazy pigmented blushes in a different way than what I've been doing it in the past. But anyways, that's just a little bit of a swirl in there. And then if I blend it out on my hand, yeah, you almost can't even see it. So you don't have to worry about dipping your brush in here and having it be too much. So my favorite blush brush is my Essence blush brush, which they sell Essence brushes at Ulta. And I don't know, these are not expensive, but I really like them. So let's go in with this, and I just did 4 taps because I have not used this before, so I don't know. Sometimes you can't really go by a swatch because how something applies on your face is not going to be the same way it's going to apply like when you do a swatch. So let's try this and just go in. Okay, perfect. Don't want any more color than that. And it's very natural looking. I am going to bring it up a little bit. Okay, great. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Going up and out because that's the blush placement that I like. You know, not everybody likes the same thing with that. Okay, so the hardest thing with blush is trying to get it exactly even. So I'm just going to do one more tap and go do this outer part. When you touch this blush, it's got like a really silky feel to it. Really nice. Okay, so I like that. I have so many blushes right now that I love that it's really hard every day when I'm doing my makeup to decide what I'm going to use because I have so many good ones now. Okay, so highlight. All right, it's been a while since I used this. This is the LA Colors Cheeky Highlighter in Outshine. This is actually from Dollar Tree, but it's a pale, like champagne color. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to go dot, dot, dot like that, and then just blend it with my fingers. All right, highlighter is on. Now we're going to go into lips, and I'm going to use a couple of products that are in my bag of things that are going to have to be thrown out in August. And I'm not going to, like I talked about in a previous video, not going to go through everything like I have been. It's just too depressing. There's just too much. But what I will do is try to incorporate some of these things into my videos over the course of the next month. And you know, if I pull something out of that bag, I'll mention that it's something that's going to be expiring. Okay, I picked out these 2 things though, because these are the 2 things that probably I'm going to miss the most. This is Colourpop Just a Tint. Never hear anybody talk about these, but these are really nice. This is in the shade Cherry Pickin'. And so it's a tinted lip balm, but it's quite pigmented. And what's nice about this is it can take the place of a lip liner and a lipstick. And it's hydrating, but this is, you could stop right here. This is like a warm brownish red color, but really pretty. But yeah, you could stop right there, but go broke or go home. Over that, we're going to put something else that I'm really going to miss, and I may even repurchase this because I like it so much. I like this too, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Stone. This is like a rosy nude color, but they call it stone because it has a little bit of a gray cast to it, which doesn't make it sound pretty, but I like it. I have to do that every time. I love the smell of these. It's like caramel, like cooked caramel, like slightly overcooked caramel bakery products. Oh, love it. Okay, so we're going to put that over the other product. And then you get that smell wafting up from your lips. And because I have three actually products on my lips, it's going to take a long time for that to dissipate. But that's those two colors together. And of course, this is going to look different depending on how you use it. But I prefer to use it actually over a lip liner, but none of my lip liners look quite right with this. So Maybelline, you really need to make a stone lip liner for this. That would be wonderful. Yeah, I don't know. I have so many lip liners, and everything I pair with it does not look perfect because this is such a unique, unusual color. I might have to repurchase that because I really love that lip gloss. So I am not going to do my eyes because, like I said, I'm still trying to let my eye makeup heal. But so would I repurchase this knowing what I know now? It's nice. $34 is a lot to spend for a blush, but I don't think it's anything groundbreaking, but I do really like the texture of it, and I think it looks pretty, and I'm sure you could build this up and make it even more kapow, but like I said, I don't really like a strong blush, so this is fine for me. But thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.